Welcome to the latest installment of the Bare Bones podcast. This week, no messing around, just going to get straight into it. I'd recommend if you've got any headphones, chucking them on or hook up to a stereo or something, or else you're not going to hear my exquisite production. There's some serious bass, so the phone speaker might not be the best one for this particular podcast. I'm going to take you on a musical journey way back to when I was about 15, 16, last few years of secondary school, and I thought my future was in rapping. I was going to be the next big grime artist, and man, I just loved it. I was writing lyrics all the time and making beats all the time. Got like, once I found out I could make instrumentals, that was it for me. I didn't need anyone else. I had a little crew. William Hall, Paul Lazarus, James Russell, aka me, Rusty. Yeah, it's a fucking sick name. Rusty MC. Then we had Dubs, W Ill. That was William, because he was the W Ill, Will. Man like Dubs. Then we had Booyak. That was Paul Laz. He called himself Booyak. And then we had James Russell, aka Pubed, because man had the curly hair. And we weren't a crew, man. We was more like a council, because we run the town. You get me? So we were the DDC. We were the Dover District Council. Admittedly, that name was already taken by Dover District Council, but free merchandise. We had our name all over the place. So that was the advertising side of things, wrapped up nicely by the taxpayer. I've managed to get hold of some of my old recordings, and I've not really had a chance to listen to them yet, so I'm going to listen to them as I'm recording. And yeah, man, quite looking forward. A little bit embarrassing. I remember hearing a few of my tunes not too long ago and thinking, why do I do that stupid intro all the time? Yeah, it's your boy. Just young, I suppose. Didn't really know too much what I was doing, but I'm sort of interested to remember my lyrics and the beats as well. So that's what's happening today. We're going to be rocking purely at 140 BPM. That's beats per minute for none of you music heads. That is the tempo of grime music, garage music. Very much an English genre. You got your hip hop around sort of 85, 90 beats a minute. You got your drum and bass at about sort of 170, roughly speaking. Grime's like a weird tempo right in the middle. So not everyone likes it, not everyone writes for it, but I was all about it. Stuck to the BPM. So yeah, it could be a little bit cringy, because these were recorded. Everything you hear will be recorded in my bedroom on an old PC. Like I said at the very beginning of this podcasting thing, bare bones is where the name come from. I was always rocking the barest bones. I had a normal mic, no SM58 or anything. I had a pop shield made of an old pair of tights stretched over a coat hanger at one stage. And yeah, I was going to be the next big thing. I had a CD I knocked up called Safe and Sound. And that, because like, man, safe, you get me? Everything's safe, fam. It was like, and then like, sound. That tune is sound. Oh, sound. So yeah, I had the CD Safe and Sound. That was me. So managed to get some downloads from an old online storage thing where I keep some tunes. And honestly, I used to do one tune a week with the boys on a Wednesday. And then once I started making beats, I had more beats than anyone could keep up with. So that's when I started really rapping, MCing, if you want to call it that. And I'm not kidding, I must have over 100 songs recorded, and about 90 of them are absolute dog shit. So, right, let's pull up the first tune and see what we're dealing with. Right, this is a tune called Rubbish. It was one of the first tunes I ever made on my own. And basically, I was sick of rappers basically talking about how good they are all the time. So I decided to go the other way and basically just rap about all the things I'm rubbish at. Oh man, that intro. Yes. It was like made in Reason. The square modulator on the Maelstrom.
Yo, let me start my verse. So far it's bad and it's gonna get worse. Everybody knows I'm a crap MC.
Man's a
Everybody
crap
knows
MC.
R-U-S-T, that's me, and that my beats are weak. People stop listening when I start to speak. When I turn on, people turn off. I'm not the kid that you wanna learn off, cause I've got no flows, no lines, no rhymes. People hate me like parking fines. I'm always the last of the starting lines. I get left behind in the darkest times. I've got no hope, I might as well quit. End my career before I started it. So take my advice, turn off my CD, delete it off your PC if it's MP3. U-B-B-I-S-H. I'm just being honest, mate. It's bait that I'm not great because I'm R-U-B-B-I-S-H. You might as well forget this face. I'm just a waste of space.
Ah, yes. You might as well forget the face. I'm just a waste of space. Self-deprecating lyrics to the maximum. Oh my God. I think the next verse is about my inability to meet and talk to women. Yeah, okay. Verse 2.
Rubbish in the bedroom, I'm gonna admit it. I need a map and a compass just to find where to stick it. When I find it, don't get excited, I'm in and out in less than a minute. She's like, can't you do it any faster? I'm like, it's no Cumberland, it's pure
Oh man, had to stop it there. You hear that? That was when I got hold of, like, figured out the effects. She's like, can't you do it any faster? Like, that was like a big moment, being able to like chop up and cut back in with lyrics, because at that point I'd had to always record in one take because I only had the ability to just record. But once I started to get digital and I could pause and then pick up again from that point, overlay lyrics, that was huge, man. So that was it. I remember thinking that before I'd even, like, I wrote with that in mind, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I can cut that bit out and put an effect on it so it sounds like someone else's voice. So, yeah, let's hear that verse again, because I'm the reload the ting.
Rubbish in the bedroom, I'm gonna admit it. I need a map and a compass just to find where to stick it. When I find it, don't get excited, I'm in and out in less than a minute. She's like, can't you do it any faster? I'm like, it's no Cumberland, it's pure chipolata. The worst thing to hear when you drop trousers for a girl is laughter. And I'm rubbish at flirting. I'm trying to seduce this girl, but it's just not working. So I guess it's another night, I'll be at home on my own just jerking. So I jump on the net, start surfing, looking at pictures of girls just perving. I know I'm a sad individual, but nobody's perfect, and we all know that I'm R-U-B-B-I-S-H. I'm just being honest, mate. It's bait that I'm not great because I'm R-U-B-B-I-S-H.
Yes. Man, I tell you what, that beat is bopping. That was, yeah, that was one of the first tunes I ever did. She's like, can't you do any faster? I'm no Cumberland, I'm pure chipolata. That is a bar, mate. Oh God, I actually remade that tune about 5 years ago when I was in, and I performed it at some open mic nights around Queenstown, and yeah, mad. Had like people singing along and that, which was weird, but like revamped it, changed a few bits, made it a bit more relevant, but that was the basic structure of it, the bare bones of the song, if you will. But yeah, the self-deprecating vibe just like runs through pretty much all my tunes. I've got so many to show, but I'm gonna have to do this podcast in like installments, because I'm never going to get them all done. We'll just do like a few tunes. So let's not hang about. Let's cut straight to the next one. Oh, this was called Positive Bars. I won't play too much of it, but I just found this, man. Listen to this bass line, man.
Me, I'm sick, but I don't need nurses. I'll leave your head spinning like the earth is. My rhymes are like births. Amazing, they bring new life to the game.
I just said, my rhymes are like births. They're amazing, they bring new life to the game. Man, I wrote that when I was 16. Oh my God. That's true belief in yourself there. My lyrics are as amazing as the miracle of birth. Carry on.
To make peas, yeah, I deserve this. And I'm gonna make bear like purses. So watch this track, I'm the murderess. I can see you look nervous. When I turn up, your whole crew disperses. But don't worry, I'm providing a service. I make tracks you can purchase. Cause I wanna stack big, not small like a Smurf is. Your whole crew's worthless, but the DJ
big, not small like a Smurf is. Man, I find a lot with these tunes. There's like glimpses. There's glimpses of like what could be a great song. And then I fuck it up with some stupid lyric. Or back then I used to try and just fit a lot in. I used to try and fit too many words rather than having such a nice like a flow. Sometimes I come up with really interesting rhyming patterns and structures, but for the most part it's more syllabic. It's more like the pattern of the words, not the actual words being said. So, you know, it's more about the syllables I'm pronouncing, as opposed to like what I'm saying. I was trying to get more words into the line, but I hear it every now and then where I'm out of time, and it's just or I fumble, and I never went back and redid it. I just left it, which was like a bit lazy. It really ruins the song for me, man, because you're like, that's a good song, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Then, near the end of school, I met this girl, Rudy Edwards. Big up yourself, Rudy. I think you're in America. No, you're in America, or you might be back in England now. But she's heading big places, man. She come over just to record a couple of lyrics. I'd heard she was a good singer. And man, she smashed it every time, first time. And the songs just took this whole new step up, sounding more professional, having like female vocals on the track. This one's called Busy Busy. It's about, you know, working. I went for that high treble intro. Man, the vocals on Rudy's just like bang on. Here comes the drop.
Being busy, that is the key to success. You can't settle for less than the best. Sometimes you know you are going to get stressed, but you've just got to stand back and take a deep breath. Because everybody just wants to up their game. Nobody wants to go backwards, that would be insane. We just want to make progress. Listen to your parents, I swear that they know best. Always listen when you're given advice. Use it or not, it's up to you, it's your life. Try and stay sharp like a knife. If you can have the whole cake, why settle for a slice? Because in this world you got to get what you can. It's very rarely you'll get something for free.
See that?
So don't sit
Rushing.
around doing nothing, drinking tea.
Get
if
too
you want to
many
go far,
words
you've got to
out.
be a busy bee. So buy my CD, it's a well spent fiver.
Oh, brings in the violins.
I'm not a cyber. Rusty, I'm a fingerprint driver. I spit hot bars, but I only ever see you spit saliva. Beats or lyrics, I can do either. Or do you say either? I tell the truth, I'm not a deceiver.
Do you say either? Grammatical.
Just like the police. Lyrics in my head, I'm ready to release. Cause I've got more lines than graph paper. So when I talk, you run a cat like Slater. Not me,
higher violins there.
Save all my pennies so I can go to Australia. Cause I don't wanna be a failure. But when I move there, I'm still gonna email ya.
Oh, got the rolling hi-hats. Bit of chorus on the voice, bit of chorus background. Key change. Bit of guitar.
When things get tough, you can't just give up. You gotta work through it.
man, that's a fairly decent sounding tune for the bedroom. Again, a few times when I'm stumbling with the lyrics and just trying to get too much out too fast. But now, I wish I had the original audios to play her, the original vocals just on their own, because she banged that, man. The harmonies, the key change. That thing I'm doing with the hi-hats, the rolling hi-hats, where they're like, they start off fast and then they slow down. That's something I do a lot in the tunes I make. I really like that sound. And bearing in mind, this is like back in 2005 or something. It's that is, everyone's doing that now. Post Malone and all them sort of new mumble rappers. That whole rolling hi-hats thing is really popular now, as well as like I don't know see, because I just learned everything on my own. I don't know all the technical terms, but like bass lines now that bend, like woo, they like jump up a scale. I'm getting messages here, but yeah, that like in drill and stuff and a lot of popular music, that's really keen. There's a dial on this thing. One of the musical instruments in Reason, the Maelstrom. It's like a digital synthesizer, and it had a little dial on it you could turn. I think the word was portamento. I think that's the word. And that, if you had two notes in different, even say an octave apart, you'd have like a low one and a high one. Dun dun, dun dun. You turn up the portamento and it would link them in a sort of sweeping. So rather than going dun dun, it'd go dun. You know what I mean? Dun dun. And then you could turn it up even more and it'd just go, it just like roll between the two. So if you went dun dun dun, crank it up, it'd go, oh. So that, I used to do that a lot as well. And again, I was just ahead of my time, fam. I was ahead of my time. Right. Okay, let's crack on because we're going to be here all night otherwise. Let's have a look what we got next. Right, this is a tune I did called Feel the Beat. And I got my friend Chris Terry, who was in a band called Jesus at the time, to come and play some guitar, learning to sample things. So this went like,
yeah, listen up if you haven't already heard the news.
Man,
with Chris from Jesus, and it's true.
Stop the tune a second. Right, this tune, man, I forgot about this one. The band Jesus was like a little funky blues number. And so I tried to recreate that. You can hear it again, a bit of rolling hi-hats. Tried to make it sound more like a drum kit this time rather than digital drums. But there's like a Roland organ in the background. I got a bit of a funky bass line going on. Brass. This beat took me forever to make. It's not really my genre at the time. I think it's the only time I deviated from the normal tempo. Man, this is funky. Chris done an absolute legendary job with this riff as well. Let's go again. A little bit of scratching.
Yeah, Rusty.
Here's me with my gay intro again, but
got a big up Chris.
Yeah, big up Chris, man. Big up yourself, yeah?
Dancing shoes on for this one, I swear. Yeah, listen up if you haven't already heard the news. Rusty, yeah, I've teamed up with Chris from Jesus, and it's true. Now that we choose to make tunes, everybody knows that we can't lose. So pass me the mic, I'll spit lyrics, that's a natural reflex. It won't be perfect, but we all have defects. Watch out, cause when I jump on the track, you just know I'm gonna tear it like it was a wet Kleenex. Now you can hear me, I'm jumping on the phone.
Tear it like a wet Kleenex.
I'm moving up the ladder, but not to the
Big.
top. And even though I don't drink, sometimes I feel drunk now. You might think that I'm sounding a bit random, like all my rational thoughts have just been abandoned. But trust me, cause that is not the case. There are methods to my madness, but you might not understand
I was chatting about not drinking. I was trying to be the most, like, trying to make myself be cool even though I wasn't cool. Nice riff, repetitive chorus. Yeah, man, that is funky. I was like, even though I don't drink, sometimes I feel drunk. Man, I get that a lot. If I'm out with a lot of drunk people, you just like, it's like the placebo effect or something. You just fall into that stumbling and mumbling. But that's a cool tune, man. Chris absolutely ripping it with the riffs. I like it's got a sort of like live feel to it. I'm gonna just cut to the end because Chris did a wicked solo at the end. And I put a lot of like organ in there, and the bass line gets a bit more complicated. And then it ends with this, because he recorded the solo just over a click track, and I made the tune around the guitar riff. So when he recorded that, it was just a click track, and the solo ends with a sort of 4 stabs, dun 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 dun. So I made the whole rest of the song and all the other instruments do that, and it's like this wicked big end to the song, and then I ruin it by saying something like, I told you that tune was cool, or something gay like that. But I'm gonna just find the solo because it's like it's the best ending to a song I've ever made, I think. Right, bring it in from the last chorus. Background, you hear me go, woo! Yeah. Drum fills. Organ.
Didn't I say that was massive?
Why'd I ruin the tune by saying that at the end, man? But that's... Oh, man. I wish I videoed this podcast, because I am bopping hard here. I got the nostalgic shuffle going on. Oh, yeah, that was a cool one, man. That was really, like... Just loved experimenting. Not long after these tunes, I bought myself... I had a MIDI keyboard, and I taught myself to play the piano a bit. And I ended up moving into a whole different genre. Started making very like melodic, sort of piano-based music. But I'm gonna come back to that in another podcast. My music podcasts, man. I can't wait to do more of these because I'm having the best time listening to these old tunes. Right, okay. Where to next? All right, this one was tried to do like a real serious tune for the first time. At the time, I think my sister was having a bit of a hard time at school. So, I mean, she was a bit younger than me then, so I thought I'd do a sort of not necessarily anti-bullying, but like just don't worry about them because your mates are dickheads, you know.
Anyone who gets attacked on a daily basis,
Trying to be mad serious, but
because of who they are and what they do.
I'm happy with the beat, man. Them violins,
You've got to stay strong, yeah.
that was nice.
For yourself, remember. You wake up, it's raining and the sky's grey. It's about to start, do you know what it's gonna be an even worse day? You put your head under your pillow when you hope that it all goes away. Fat chance, get up, get dressed. You leave the house feeling that you don't look your best. Take a deep breath and prepare, cause for you every day is a test. You get to the gates at the bottom of the hill and you're waiting. Pause for a second, then go straight in. Your heart starts racing, you know what's coming and you don't want to face it. It's basic, when you turn up they say shit. Your name, they want to slate it. They want to see if you can take it. Your personality, they want to break it. It's all jealousy, they know you'll see things they'll never see. They're meant to be your friends, that's what you're telling me. But it sounds like they're your enemies. One day it's great, they're your mate, it's the same old story. They're playing games, their words are fake just like their jewelry. You lay awake, you're trying to go to sleep in your bed, but the words they said are going round and round inside your head. He said, she said, you said this. Man, that stuff is lame. You close your eyes knowing tomorrow it starts all over again.
Oh my days. Rudy, killing it. I love that violin.
And I know it's on your mind every second of the day.
And harmonies.
Just keep on praying, keep on wishing it will all fade away.
Sometimes you feel like crying, inside you feel like dying, but you reach inside and grab that strength and keep
Man,
on
this
smiling.
tune's fucking
You've got
well
to keep
deep.
on fighting, no stop, just keep on grinding. You know you're gonna succeed because you're better than them, and I'm not even lying. While they're conniving, whispering and giving you looks, you keep on
Man,
trying.
I was getting proper
Writing,
deep for this
typing
one.
and reading books, cause life's too short.
But
don't even give them the time
you know,
of day.
I could see it.
They're all complex.
Our
exactly
friends are
what
going
you
nowhere. They're
say.
still in the same place doing the same old thing.
Usually happens over nothing.
I think this tune was inspired by Stay Positive by the Streets.
But just remember,
But,
the bigger the front, the bigger the back.
I think I did a
Don't stoop
line.
to their level.
I pretty
Never
much stole the
come back
line
with an
from the
attack.
Streets
'Cause
tune.
violence isn't the answer. It makes things spin out of control like a drunken dancer. I don't wanna fight. I'm bright. I know that two wrongs don't make a right. So hold on tight. You know that it will be over soon. And if you feel like giving up, then listen to this tune.
Don't go giving up, you must keep on fighting strong. Got to get up in the morning, put your brave face on. And I know it's on your mind every second of the day.
This was a
You just keep on
real different one for me, but
keep on wishing it will
nice to do
all
something
fade
different.
away.
little piano. Down, down, down. See there, I cut one of the backing vocals and played it, and it on its own it's not quite as strong, but I love that chorus that she wrote there, man. And that beat slaps, fam. Nice ride cymbal. Oh man, that was like a real big deal for me, that tune, because it was like a, I don't know, trying to just help someone out, trying to, you know, I'm not too good emotionally. I've spoke about that before, so that was like a way of trying to be like, hey, I understand what's going on. Don't worry, your mates are all wastemans. And yeah, I mean, I never really found out if she even liked it, but yeah, man, that tune, man, that bass line was big. I think I must have been producing on a I remember having like speakers for the computer at one stage. It sounded good, but for a while I don't know what I was doing. I can't fully remember, but it might have even just been headphones. So the bass and stuff didn't really sound too prominent, so I used to crank it up a bit. Especially like with kick drums and stuff. I used to double them up, like a real punchy one and a real sort of bassy one. Pair them up and try and make the ultimate kick drum. So everything sounds pretty bassy. But I was all about it, man. I used to use this sound called the square bass. It almost sounds like Mario Kart sort of sound. But that thing, man, that'll rumble your house. Oh, I'm gonna go right the other way now.
Yeah.
This was just a little
Rusty and
freestyle.
Booyak.
Me and Booyak.
Big rhythm. Are you stupid?
His beats fucking hyper.
Yeah, I'll spit till I go red like a Ferrari. Boys wanna watch me like they're on safari. But it's cause they're jealous, cause metaphorically I'm a G6, they're an Atari. They're on scooters when I'm on a Harley. I wipe at their crew like I'm a tsunami. Cause they're too busy just snorting their Charlie and smoking their weed thinking that they're Bob Marley. But I use my music to calm me.
Smoking
Or
their
hype me up
weed
and make me
thinking
go
they're
balmy.
Bob Marley.
In music, I get wrapped
I
up
used to
like I'm
think
wearing a
everyone-
sari, but I stay
they were
focused
so
like an
cool,
army.
man.
I'm eating beats like salami. This isn't the end, now it's not the finale. I got 2 more bars left in the 16 to turn you to rubble like Barney. What?
Maybe up the diamond later if you're up for that later. I'm on it now and later. Even 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 and later. That's AM later.
I don't know if
PM
Booyak
later,
wants
not
me to
afternoon
actually
later, whatever, even though I'm writing lyrics
play
later
his
and
verses
later.
to the
When I
world,
first
but
wake up, I'm like, I'm
it's almost
always
too late
for
'cause
work,
I've
but I've got better lyrics
played
for
it now.
later. Gonna score and spit and write 'em later. Lean headphones Tunes going over lyrics,
This
trying to
tune's got
waste
so
time,
much
you can
energy,
see
man.
later.
I'm
I hope you
bopping
don't
in
see
my
me
chair
later,
right
'cause
now.
I'm gonna have to defend myself, and then no one will see you later.
Yeah, I'm mashing up tracks like spuds. When I spit my bars start flowing like floods. I'm not on cars,
Mashing
bro,
up
I'm
the
not on
track
bloods.
like
I'm on water when I'm
spuds.
inside clubs, cause I'm one of them boys that don't drink. I try and save money, but I'm still skint. I spend all my evenings sitting up late, writing bars and watching them in. Cause all I wanna do is make a little bit of pee, spit a couple bars and make a little
Man, I'm
CD.
always
Avoid
just
spending money on
stumbling
an
over my own
MP3,
words.
the new Nintendo or PlayStation 3. I'll put my money into the bank, save a bit up to fill the petrol tank. Save all my pennies to the end of the week, cause 5 hours in the studio
Oh,
doesn't
man.
come cheap.
This one I was trying a bit too hard.
Hit my lyrics.
Just trying to put too much into a short song. Man, that beat was like well hype. Down, 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 da da down, 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 da da down. God knows how many beats I made, man. I used to probably make, for every one I'd record, I'd probably make 10. And I just, all self-taught, man. All self-taught. I'm proper bigging myself up tonight. I don't even care, man. Who else has made 100 rap tunes? Not you, that's for sure. Yeah, but who's made 100 whack tunes? Oh yeah, that's also me. But 100 tunes nonetheless. Okay. Time's getting on. Let's have a little look into the depths here. Man, I'd love to get my hands on a copy of Reason again. That was the program I used to use to make all these beats. And I used to record into a program called Adobe or whatever it is, Audition. It was like a free download. Again, bare bones, man, bare bones. But a little bit of practice editing, mixing, mastering. They've come out not bad for bedroom recordings anyway. Okay. Right, this is another one that's well too fast. But I just found it. It's another one I went crazy with the bass line.
Safe and sound.
Sampled myself playing the guitar riff.
Yeah.
But I talk about making the
Why do
beats.
MCs wanna hate other MCs? I don't get it, we chase the same dream. It's a bit like the American army who shoot soldiers that are on the same team. Some people only like the mainstream. Not me, I like a bit of everything. More time you'll hear me blaring the headphones, listening to everything from Skepta to the Deftones. I like variety.
Listening
gotta
to
play
everything
music
from
full, but
Skepta
wanna
to
play
the
quietly. What
Deftones.
do you wanna do that for? For me, music is a pleasure,
Yes,
not a
mate.
chore. You know
Still
I
do
only
that
make
to this
tracks that are
day.
raw, and I'm pretty sure that I've told you this before. That my flow's top drawer, so rewind the CD if you're not sure. You better get ready, cause I'm preparing to jump on the microphone and start tearing. No
Oh, man,
swearing,
that
got my
bass
name on the
line's
tee
just
that I'm wearing. I
ringing
can
out.
see that everybody's staring, but I'm not caring. I wear what I wanna wear, I'm not comparing. You want a copy of the tunes that I'm blaring, Bluetooth pairing, start file sharing. I'm a good boy, never been arrested. I'm at home with a cup of tea and a digestive, making beats I can tell you're impressed with. That's time well
I'm
spent,
at
time
home with a cup of
invested.
tea and
You know I'm not
digestive.
stupid and I never wanna be, so go ahead and talk, cause don't let it bother me. You take my
Yes.
flow like a robbery with no apology. I don't always make beats in the same way, it depends how I feel at the time of the day. I might just make a basic drum pattern, then again I might do more. I don't know what will happen when I start on a track. Should I use snares or claps?
Oh my
Might
god.
syncopate the hi-hats,
Hang on,
and I
hang on. Oh man, I was literally just chatting about doubling up kick drums. It sounds a bit flat. I might double up kick drums till it sounds fat. Then I said something like, I don't know what will happen when I start making a track or something. Did you hear that pause? And then it drops back in. Oh man, I'm buzzing off that. I gotta find that bit again. Hang on. That was mental. Every now and then I just make a little gem that sounds decent. Okay.
same way, it depends how I
Alright,
feel
here
at
we
the
go.
time of the day. I might just make a basic drum pattern, then again I might do more. I don't know what will happen when I start on a track. Should I use snares or claps? Might syncopate the hi-hats.
That's
At the moment it
mean,
sounds
bro.
a bit flat, so I double up kick drums till it sounds fat. While playing it on
I
your
might
PSP, I'm
syncopate
opening
the
plugins and
hi-hats.
VSTs, making bad boy bass lines and melodies.
I might syncopate the hi-hats. Cool, that's a line. Syncopation, as far as I'm aware, if I'm wrong, someone correct me. When you got beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Syncopation is when you miss out the key beat, the first beat of the bar. So it'd be 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. You're sort of missing out the on the beat stroke and emphasizing the other one. I think that's syncopation. If it's not, I haven't been doing it, but I managed to get it into some lyrics anyway. Should I use snares or hats? Is that what I said? Snares or claps? Might syncopate the hi-hats. Oh my God. Well, Dre, if you're listening, man's after the record deal. What else have I done? Okay, I've got maybe a couple more, and I'll save the rest for another podcast because I don't want to play the whole song because most songs have just got a good bit or a good verse or a good beat. There's very few good complete songs. But I remember this was a beat I was really happy with, and it was called Private Property, I think was the name of the beat. Oh no, Value System. I took a sample from a film called Style Wars, and it features like the mayor of New York, or he was in charge of the transport police or something. He's basically saying the kids, if they've got energy and they want to do something positive, they should be cleaning the trains, cleaning the suburbs. It's not the kids' energy that's wrong. It's their values that are wrong, because they were graffitiing everywhere and stuff. And I thought, oh, that's cool. So I took that little snippet and I made.
If the kids have energy and want to do something, we'll give them all brooms, we'll give them all sponges, and they can do something that is publicly productive, useful, and that would earn for them the respect and approbation from their fellow citizens. It isn't the energy that is misplaced, it's the value system that is misplaced.
Oh man, straight in with the double bass or the cello. I love this beat, man.
I'm on the mic now, letting off steam.
Water
I'm
drips.
chilled out even though I'm not lean. I'll just relax and murk tracks and like catchphrase. I'll say what I've seen, say where I'll be. Say
Big
what
up
I mean,
Roy
say what I
Walker,
think,
you
and I'll
know.
say what I dream. I just want to get my thoughts on paper. I'll make it into 16 bars later. Cause I just say what I do.
man.
When it comes to guns, I haven't got
Did
a
you hear
clue.
that, like,
I thought
laser?
that you was a ballerina, cause you said that you had a tutu. I don't like you do. I'm me, I'm true, straight through and through. Make top tunes on Fruity Loops. You know me, I'm the king of Fruity Loops. R-U-S-T-Y. You can't pull the wool
Little bit
over
of
my eyes. You
violins.
say that you're real, but blood.
Hi-hats coming in on the third beat.
I drop in like flies. You will always lose against my guys. We're moving up now like sunrise. You're sunset, so you're taking a dive. So stop wasting your time. The line that you're splitting is blatantly mine. You can't do anything but copy, so that's why you're catting the way that I rhyme, and it's fine. Cause everybody knows you're just copying one of my flows.
Ah, man, I hate that when I just stumble on the lyrics.
I'm going up like hot air balloons. You're just chatting hot air in tunes. Listen up, I'm gonna spray like perfumes. I'm magical like Uragella with spoons. You should see me when I'm
Big
on a
like
PC. I make
Uragella.
producing look so easy. No time to sit and watch TV, play the 360 or watch a DVD. Yeah, everything's safe. You know Rusty sets the pace. You know that I set the score. Time signature set a 4/4. Tempo 140 BPM. Dover
I
district.
like
we're
that
going on
water
raw.
drip sound though. That's cool.
Flows
Sounds
top draw.
murky.
Rewind the CD if you're not sure. Too many ways to get on the rhythm and start
that
flirting.
laser.
Steady boys when I'm in a rhythm straight murking. I'm not cursing. Anybody with a brain can see that I'm bursting and that I'm top versing. You're reversing. You're going back to the start. I lapped you even though you've had a head start. What's that about? Boy, I gave you a chance and I'm not even joking. You felt I've passed. Too many boys think it's just a laugh. Your flow stinks. I think you need to jump in the bath. I borrowed that line from Skepta. I hope you don't mind. Well, I've only used half. Rusty's here now, boy, are you daft? All of my boys, we're banging out bars. I'm like a speedboat speeding past. Your boat sunk and you're on the light raft. I'll draw from my 16 liners. You're full of more rubbish than bin liners.
I switched it to the square bass I was talking about. Forgot about that.
Cause boy, I'm not a fighter. Bear man, they wanna start beef all the timer. Not me, I just wanna make paper. So I'm working hard, not doing crimer. My beats hit hard like Tyson. Your crew sucks more than a Dyson. You run around like 3 blind mice and you don't know what you're doing, so you better think twice. And Rusty, I'm a high riser. You're a crew full of chiefs like Kaiser. I'm great like Tony.
You're a crew full of chiefs like Kaiser. Oh, and another stop.
When I'm on a rhythm, everybody just rave and you haven't got a chance.
Man.
They don't dance. Rusty comes down like a bag full of bricks and you chat rubbish.
I'm well proud of some of these tunes from back in the day.
I make top tunes and tracks, that's facts. When I come around, I make you always collapse. You're gonna get left at the back like slaps, and you'll always find me in boogie with sang caps, and you can't murk me, I'll murk you, that's true.
If only I didn't stumble on all the lyrics, it would be so much better.
Before you get blown like five, my sounds too when you get
Oh, that laser's so cool, man. I wish I had that sample now. That's one of my favourite beats I ever made, I think. That water drip, man. The whole tune sounds like it's made in a sewer or something. Oh man, that was cool. I'm gonna go back and listen to all these tunes this weekend, I think. Oh, finished with the laser. I must have known it was cool even back then. Right, I got one more tune for yous. This one. I'm gonna dedicate this one to my mum because it's her favourite song I've ever made. And features Rudy. And the tune is called Take It Easy. And this song was about, I was planning on moving to Australia, but I was pretty scared to go. And it's written in the way of like having well, I guess like a girlfriend who I could, you know, so it's just having someone there to calm you down when you're getting a bit sort of anxious or whatever. I didn't have that. It's like a fictional song. I wrote a song about a fictional woman. I guess part of it would be relatable, maybe to my mum, but it's more written. It's not necessarily someone just to confide in, but it's more about. I think I just had this like fantasy of like what it would be like to actually have a proper relationship. But I was a massive loser, so that's why I was making rap tunes in my bedroom, and I thought I'll go Australia and that'll be me, fresh start, which, as I've spoke about in the mental health podcast I did a while ago, it kind of was. But this tune I managed to chop up. I got Rudy to sing a couple of phrases, which I then chopped up and worked into the beat. The word "so," from when she sang the word "so easy," and I took the "so," switched the pitch right up, and I used the phrase and harmonised it. The lyrics are kind of gay. It's just about like, I don't know what to do, I've got to move away. I can't remember the end of the song properly, but I'll bang it on anyway. It starts with this like mad arpeggio guitar. Not even played. I drew in the pattern onto a guitar simulator. But this was the start of when I got the piano.
It's Rusty. Big up Rudy on this one.
Yeah, gay talking on the beginning again. Piano goes up the octave.
I've got to choose what I want to do, and really, at the moment I can't think clearly. Trying to make choices that affect me severely. Do I want to stay here or do I want to move away somewhere this year? Sometimes you've got to face your fear. But I'm getting stressed, I know that I've got to do what is best for me. You can't always stay with your friends. To be a success I've got to leave these ends. When I think this, it makes me feel queasy, but you make things feel so easy. Cause when you're around you make everything seem so the way that you hug and you kiss and you squeeze me, I know
Easy
that you're not
sample
gonna leave
sounds
me.
cool,
We're a
man.
good team like Mario and Luigi. When I told
still
you
rushing
something,
the
you
lyrics
believe me.
out,
That
but-
kind of trust doesn't come. So I hope that I make the right choice.
I really like how
I'm not
that
gonna rush things like a
bass
tortoise.
line
I'll
steps
take it
up.
slow.
Duh,
It's
duh,
not a race.
duh,
I wanna
duh,
be
duh,
100% just like Big H. So I'll pick up the pace, cause I wanna shine like a star in space. I've got dreams that I wanna chase, and I'm gonna go far, so watch this space. have someone to share things with, not necessarily a wife and kids. It might be a friend or a relative, uncle, auntie, cousin, whoever. It's just nice to have someone to tell things to. I'm pretty lucky.
There you
see,
go
I've
then.
got you.
I
I know
was
that
sort
it
of
sounds a
talking
bit
a bit
cheesy,
more
but
generally.
it's true. I can talk to you so yeah, and that's how I like it. If it feels good, don't fight it. We're a good team like a superhero and it's psychic. And I mean it, or I wouldn't write it the way that I really feel, I can't hide it. Keeping things from you, yeah, I've tried it. You wanted the truth, I just denied it. I know it sounds daft, but a problem shared is a problem halved. It's better to talk things through. It's unhealthy to dwell on the past. You shouldn't keep things
Listen to
inside
me
or they
dishing
will take
out
over your
life
life.
advice.
Everything's gonna be
Just a
alright. I
child.
express my thoughts when I get on the mic. It just helps me just to calm down, saying all of my thoughts out loud. It doesn't matter if I'm doing it alone or if I'm standing in front of a crowd. Cause music, that is my outlet. Could I go without it? I very much doubt it. So if I get stressed, I say it on a track, then I don't have to scream and shout it.
See it back, don't let the stress in your mind. Take over your life, just let go. And I'm sure everything will be alright. Just take it easy, boy. Things are getting really hard, I know. Your life is full of ups and downs, but I am always gonna be alright. So take it easy.
Man, nostalgic central up in here. Build the beat back up at the end. Yeah, man, that's a crazy tune. But one of the better ones I made, I think. Mainly down to the chorus. Rudy did an absolutely wicked job with that one. Bit of an abrupt end, but yeah, a bit of a sort of artsy fartsy emotional tune, but got to bang one out every now and then rather than just talking about cups of tea and digestives and Roy Walker catchphrase or whatever I was chatting about. Some amount of waffle in them tunes, man. But there you go. There's the first instalment of the musical podcasts. I've got a million more tunes to come. All different bands, different genres. I was in metal bands. I was in a sort of sludge rock band for a bit. Emotional piano-based music. We got a bit more to come, and then hopefully we'll get up to the new Danger Wank tunes that have been recorded. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll see you next week. Sayonara.